ES Audio.
From the Evening Standard in London, I'm Rochelle Travers, and this is The Leader. The sound of Ukrainian pop star Karol performing for the troops on the front line. As the preparations for the grand final of the Eurovision Song Contest 2023 continue in the UK, it's important to remember that although we are hosting, this is of course Ukraine's Eurovision. Last year, Kalush Orchestra won the competition with their song Stefania. The victory signalled a show of solidarity across Europe with the people of Ukraine. Now in 2023, the Russia-Ukraine war is still unfolding. The ever-resilient Ukrainians are preparing to celebrate their achievement and compete once again in this year's Eurovision. This time, they're being represented by Tvorchi with their track Heart of Steel. Joining me now from Kyiv is the award-winning singer, philanthropist and presenter Karol, who will be performing for Ukraine as part of the grand final in the Eurovision Flag Parade on Saturday. Tina, first of all, how are you feeling about this year's Eurovision?
I'm so excited that Ukraine won Eurovision, And for us, this is a very huge opportunity to talk more about the freedom, to talk more about the future. And for us, and for me, this is an amazing moment when we can share our Ukrainian culture and Ukrainian music, yes. So we're so grateful that you stand with us and hosting that Eurovision with us, for us, and funding for us. Thank you so much. Thank you, Great Britain.
Is it a bittersweet moment because this year's Eurovision couldn't be held in Ukraine?
Of course, this is very sad that we can't host the Eurovision in Ukraine, but for the safety reason, it's absolutely normal. And we believe that good days will return, and we can have you in our country as maybe soon, and after when we win. But we're so happy to have you as a friend and feel that support and feel that friendship that you show to us.
How are Ukrainians feeling currently about the ongoing war with Russia?
It's very sad, and this changed our life, and the people have to move from the motherland. A lot of people defend their country who never was in the military, just a regular job, just the people, and the young generation, they have to be always prepared for the emergency situation. And the sirens happen every day. For example, now we're talking, and now in Kyiv is a siren, and everybody hide. And I, for example, have a dance rehearsal for the Eurovision. Headmaster of a club where I practicing usually say us like you have to stop. You have to stop and go outside and hide in a bomb shelter. So this just happened 10 minutes ago. This is our life now.
You've performed for the troops on the front line as well as for wounded soldiers in hospitals. What is the spirit like amongst those who are fighting?
This is very, perform for the troops. This is very powerful, and I'm always on that side because I want to lift the morale, lift the spirit of our soldiers. And I defend the country on culture front, on art front. And everybody, day by day, step by step, try to bring freedom in our country, yes? So this is how we support each other.
Let's go to the ads. Stay there to hear more from Karol and how Eurovision is helping with Ukraine's fight.
This is how we can represent our soul, our DNA, and in the same time we can survive and we can defend the country, because without the culture, you can't imagine the country.
Welcome back. Still with me is the award-winning singer, philanthropist and presenter Tina Karol. Tina, we're obviously speaking ahead of the Eurovision Song Contest grand final. You competed in Eurovision back in 2006. We can actually hear a clip now of your song from then called Show Me Your Love.
Hi baby, here I am. Feel like I'm born again. You see it in my eyes, my heart is on fire. Don't hide, over away, don't wait another day. Show me your love, show me how much you care. Talk to my heart, whisper my name. Show me.
Tina, can you just describe what your Eurovision experience was like?
2006, it was just beginning of my career and I have to represent my country. It was very emotional and I was so excited, and maybe sometimes a little bit, I tried to push a little bit more. Now I'm laughing from that performance because I was too young, and this is funny. Yeah? Today, this is a different story. This is part of our resistance. This is how we will represent our country and defend our motherland, how we will unite the people in Europe under the Ukrainian flag, meaning that freedom, love, one joy, one hope. This is all about us. This is all about future.
Do you have any advice for this year's entries?
I don't push too much, focused, but be calm and give people a joy, give people a hope. This is what the music do. This is what we are, do artists on the stage. We lift up spirits.
Tina, you're performing in the Flag Parade as part of the grand final of Eurovision. What can you tell us about your performance?
Actually, I can't say a lot because this is a secret, because this is the rules from Eurovision, but I can say that will be such a great, and I'm so grateful. Yeah, will be a huge. I'm ready. Yeah, if you want to find me, I will be in red dress.
What do you think of this year's Eurovision songs? Do you have any standout favorites?
Yeah, I really like the music video of who represent Great Britain. The lady, she is amazing and her song very catchy. So yeah, I think I will vote for her. And of course, I support our group who represent Ukraine in electric modern sound. This is Tvorchi. Yeah, I wish them success, and of course, I hope they can win.
You're considered a cultural ambassador for Ukraine. How do things such as Eurovision, music and the arts help with Ukraine's fight?
Yes, of course. This is how we build the bridge between different countries, from Ukraine to different countries. This is how we can open that Ukraine is different, beautiful, talented, modern and progressive. This is how we can represent our soul, our DNA, and in the same time we can survive and we can defend the country, because without the culture, you can't imagine the country. Yes, you can. If you understand the culture, you understand the country.
And finally, what does this year's Eurovision mean to the people of Ukraine?
This is part of resistance. This is part of hope, and they really. This is part of joy in the moment. This is will be helpful for them, because every day they have routine, because the emotions ups and down, because in the morning you have good morning, in the night you have a sirens, you have to go in bomb shelter, and this is it's make a lot of pressure on the people. So I hope that Eurovision will give them a joy of moment.
can find out more about Eurovision on our website, standard.co.uk. And that's it from The Leader. This podcast is back tomorrow at 4 p.m.